he's a great big round circle, but he is attached to a body, and that body will be continuing off in it, hopefully in the direction pointing away from you, running away from you. But don't just make it a round subject matter. Let's see, working in here, trying to get a little bit darker. Their eyes are kind of sort of black holes, and their nose are kind of black holes in the middle of darkness. Try not to just go, well, it's a black eye. You know.
Not bad.
It ain't bad, but it's a little too much. Take that out of there. If you make him rain, he's sad. How can you be afraid of a sad little bear? And I have to admit that painting I did of Marilyn worked well with the drippies kind of coming off for her, because her life story was kind of sad and people kind of get it. Whereas, you know, I don't think Jerry Lewis would look good with drippy rains, because it's like he was always happy and hyper and on coffee and everything else. And so therefore, you know, the subject matter's got to work. But if you wanted to soften up the subject, that he's a bear, but he's raining and he's sad, how can you not like him? Okay. So you can get tight in anything in sunlight's going to have a lighter, warmer yellow white to it. So if make sure to put his teeth in the right department. I think that's a tooth. Little yellow, hasn't brushed lately. The rest of his teeth are they're not showing too much, and we've got the white tooth. There is a fun violet color to a bear's lips. There is something, it's like it's black, but at the same time there's a violetness to it. Not violent, violet. And that's kind of fun to have in sunlight. Okay, so we can, as it starts to dry, it's going to get a little bit harder and harder to kind of get some soft edges. So it's okay just to kind of stop, just like everything else we've been doing. Stop at some point, let it dry, come back in later on and wet it out. Whoops, freckles.
That splatters.
When in doubt, splat. Oh, that is. Let's change those colors.
In our class, we call it flicking.
Flicking. The shorter your bristles, the stiffer the bristles, the better. I have them on my glasses right now, I think. I'm seeing specs now. You hold it parallel to the surface and you pull it towards you. You can hold it back here, but everybody in the 2-foot range is going to get it. So keep it down low. And it goes off in the direction of the bristles. So therefore, if you rotate your handle, it will go in different directions. If you go horizontal, horizontal, horizontal on a round thing, it might not be as exciting. So kind of rotate it in the direction of your subject matter. Bears do not have much for eye color. It's kind of a black on black. There's just a suggestion. Now, the eye that's in shadow will have a blue right in the corners of where the whites are, maybe a highlight. The guy that's in sunlight might get a little bit lighter blue. And that's not done. I just wanted to get them in there a little bit suggested for you. Oh, hey, I like the blue next to the pink. Ooh, blue next to orange. You know, you can play around and have silliness. You do not have to have seriousness on your subject matters, because scary subject matters with silliness is a lot more more fun. Anyway, a little bit too much blue. Do not lick the cadmium red paint. I was working somewhere one day, out spitting and fixing my whatever, and someone says, "Oh, look, she uses the same solvent I do." Okay, so I'll leave it there for a moment. So walk away from it, back away from the painting, and no one will get hurt. That's a good start, wet into wet.